Yes, again, we're back. Top of the morning for the early birds. We're back with this good game. So I want to put you guys on game some more. Like I said, we're going to give you a 360 view of everything that you can encounter, you experience, and what you need to take heed to. A lot of women that you see on social media, and you have these questions as to why they're single for extended period of times on the surface, which means in public that is simply because she's only single in public. She has a sneaky link that she has been connected with. If you listen to again, just you have to ask the questions a certain way and listen to what they don't say. And then you have to use deductive reasoning. You hear women say, "You mean official relationships? You mean like real boyfriends? Not dudes I was just sleeping with?" That's what they mean. So when you see these women, that appear to be, that are attractive, seem to have a good personality, have their own thing going, you ask, well, why are these women single? Keep in mind that these women are only single in public, meaning they're not married or they're not committed to a guy that is to where the circumstances can accept a public acknowledgement. Meaning, a lot of these women that you see are in relationships with married men and men that are in long-term committed relationships, and also that they know are not the relationship type. The emotional unavailable man is a woman's favorite. I'll say that again. The emotional unavailable man is a modern woman's favorite guy because most women know they really cannot relate in a relationship to where it will flourish. So they take the benefits of the relationship that they like and they compile that into a man that he can only fulfill those one or two needs. Meaning a lot of they go dick chasing. When you see these women, I give you the hot spots: Jamaica, Dominican Republic, and other spots around that area. Women also use their trips for sex tourism as well. Don't ever get it twisted to think you got a line or you're in the inside track where it's something that just meant for just men only. Women go on these trips too for outside dick, for that exotic BBC that they can sleep and fuck with without no kind of regard, if you will. Meaning their name won't be dragged through the mud. They don't have to worry about the crazy exchanges with the, boyfriend popping up. They can just go over to another country, mostly Caribbean, South American, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, etc., where there's men of color. Men are not familiar with American women. They know they get pedestalized when they go to these countries because a lot of the times these countries are a lot more, I wouldn't say poor, but they're not as economically advanced as America is. They're not as socially advanced as America is, meaning they're not privy to modern or Western women mind games. They are to a certain degree, but not real time as a person that will be living in the States would be, a man that would be dealing with them on a regular basis. So these women get attached to these sneaky links because they possess one or two traits, which is usually going to be dick and attention, and that random spontaneous fun. Other than that, their nature tries to corral the man into a relationship, but again, reality sets sets the tone, or he would put her back into reality. But because she has been digmatized, she cannot escape him. She'll go spurts without seeing him, talking to him, but she'll usually always come back. She'll usually come back. The sneaky link is a woman's favorite with emotionally unavailable man. She cannot put this guy on blast or put him in a space to where they are a item, because a lot of the times the relationship is sneaky. All sneaky links especially have a quick expiration date. And when I say quick expiration date, meaning it is over before it's over, but they still entertain it. Meaning they knew it was not going to go anywhere, or they knew the relationship would end in heartache. They'll still pursue it to the end because they want to see if they can have a magic story. The Princess Cinderella story. I got a man who was this, turned him into this, had him leveling up. He's doing this now. We're doing this. They want to build a bear. But you see these women out, you see them on social media, you see them out all the time. These women are not just going out. When you see these women out every weekend, they got PA in the venues. This is their routine. If you've been in a sneaky link scenario, if you've been in situations with women, you know that you usually follow the same routine because that routine works. It's minimal effort on your end. It should be. A lot of the time, she's going to be jumping through the hoops to get to you because that is what drives her. You made it a little bit difficult to see you, or her lifestyle is difficult to see you, or has been made difficult to get around. So when she does get the time, it's amazing. It's bliss. But these women are not really single. They're just single in public. They have the fantasy of having the D on the low that no one knows about. I'm sure you will, or if you are in a certain space, you meet a certain standard, you'll be propositioned for the sneaky link, because women have this fetish with being with men that they know they can't have. They love it. It is an addiction, especially if he's elusive and he's self-aware. He has the mouthpiece. He knows what to say, when to say it, how to say it, or she's going to melt in his hands. See, again, we made the conversation about money. See, the money conversation only comes up with the older crowd in a lot of cases. Even you have women I see women in their 40s still twerking. So that lets me know they have not matured. That lets me know they're still in an immature mind state. I see women in their 40s still thinking they're boss babes and fine as wine. In their mind, they think they're finer in their 40s than they were in their 20s. It's crazy, right? Now, granted, you have the unicorns that are very late bloomers. You have the women who were slim all of their lives. Metabolism have slowed down with age. Eating habits, workout habits, sex habits have changed, and they start to retain the weight. So now they get a second win. This is the one that's going to play a lot of games. But these women, again, they portray themselves to be single, but again, they get in a routine that works for them. So when they go out and you see them and you try to talk to them and you don't get any play at the venue, as I've said, the play is already in motion. She's there as a buffer. She wants to get out. She wants to get some validation, get some confidence before she gets to the sneaky link to get those mimosas sweated out of her. Be very observant of the female destination for vacation. Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Brazil, etc. Women do go to these places for sex tourism. Again, they don't have to deal with the drama. Just think about it. But going back, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, the money aspect only concerns women who they know have hit the wall. This is the conversation you're going to have with women. It's going to be a lot about money and salary. They know they don't really have nothing else physically to offer. So what they do is say, well, okay, well, I know I hit the wall, so it's time for me to settle down, but he has to make this amount of money because I need this type of money to finance the lifestyle. See, when women get in relationships and married, they think they can still do the same bullshit that they did when they were single. Think about this. If I enlist in the military, and I know that's an extreme, but just think about it. I'm making a life-changing decision. I can't be at the club kicking it, smoking, drinking, and doing all of this in the military as I would be as just a normal civilian, because I can be reprimanded, disciplined, kicked out. It's a lot more penalty. So women like relationships that have the least penalty but the most reward. This is why they don't want you holding them accountable to what they say and what they do. But the money conversation, again, that's only for the woman who's hit the wall. Just think about you. Bad bitches never had a problem with Kevin Samuels. If you notice this, it's only a certain type. Line them up and you see who's coming, and line them up and run the profile and see how many things in common they have, or see how many things check off for the same box for each different woman. They all meet the certain standard. But the baddies, they don't have a problem with what Kevin Samuel say. They don't have to tell a man has to bring this to the table and do that. That's already understood. It's, you can't go to the Benz dealership with $100 down payment unless you have A1 credit and have a financial background that supports you going in here with just $100. You can't just wake up and say, I'm going to go to the Benz or the Rover dealership, get me a Maserati, whatever, without knowing what type of environment or establishment you're going into. But women, however, think they can go in these relationships and marriages and still do the same shit. And that is because she don't want you to be a helpmate to you. She doesn't want to build anything. She wants it to be built. She just looking for some stability to maintain what she already is maintaining herself. That's it. But the sneaky link, again, this is her favorite. These women are not single. They're not really single. They have someone in the tuck, especially if they're somewhat attractive, even a 5. So if she's at 7, 8, 9, oh, best believe she's getting that itch scratched. Because the more beautiful a woman is from a feature standpoint, shape and everything, the more estrogen she has running through her veins. Meaning the more her craving is going to be for the testosterone. This is why you say beautiful women are usually the whores, etc. They have a lot of estrogen running through them to fuel that beauty. That also contributes to her libido and her sex drive and her emotional need for consistent validation. She cannot come down off that high. But yeah, she's not single. She just appears that way because, again, she's too attached to a man that's not available to her. And she likes it that way. Women love what they say they don't like. They say they want a nice guy. They're full of shit. They say they want a God-fearing man and all of this. That's bullshit as well. If you notice, women don't even speak about men being of God anymore. There's no moral fabric, no moral compass, nothing outside of their income and their looks that they use to validate their worth. No, I follow the word. I practice abstinence. I'm disciplined. I do not drink. I do not do this. None of that is in the main ingredients. They don't speak about a man being loyal, dedicated, having the intricate, values that really make up a man. The money is not a factor. That's only a factor for a woman who's crashed out and is looking to be saved. So she tries to coerce you into getting on her page because she knows she really doesn't have a lot of options. The money conversation, again, a woman that is beautiful, feminine, she already knows what comes with having those, features. But the women that do not meet those standards, those are the ones that try to convince you. But yeah, it's all about the feelings that you give her. You can be a billionaire. Look at Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. They're not able to satisfy their women. They don't have the chemistry and the conversation that makes her tingle. They do have the assets to keep her pacified, but only for a smaller. That is only going to last so far because we are human in nature. Money is a man-made item. It's a man-made tool. It's not something that you can keep and hold. You look at money. Some money was not looking the same as print. Money will lose its value, but the human experience, when you're able to connect with a woman mentally, physically, and emotionally, she's normally going to sit tight until she gets influenced to sabotage a great thing, which they, again, because they're not independent thinkers, they let people ruin them, meaning their friends, their parents, etc., media. They let all of these different opinions and ideologies corrupt good judgment. I got to mess this up. Yeah, it's going too well. He must be doing something, and they mess up the guy and then they go back to the market and they just get put in someone's rotation. Time doesn't wait for no man or woman. Time is the big joker in the game. So again, I know we got the MGTOW movement, we got a lot of red pill. That's great. But ask yourself, how long can you really be a playboy? How long can you do it? You think you're gonna get to 60 and just have this harem of women? You're a fool too, if you think that. So again, play the field, get the experience to learn what type of women to take seriously and what type of women to put back in the water. But thinking that this is a consistent marathon lifestyle that you could just play around this, that, and the third, you can do it. But the benefit of finding that unicorn and knowing to have the eye to how to train and put her in position, because you have to put her in position. She doesn't know where to fit in until you know where to put her. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Day Master.